You don't say one more round to be responsible. You say it because you've crossed the threshold where your brain's risk assessment department has clocked out for the night, and the part of you that makes decisions is now being run by a committee of 3 drunk idiots who all think they're geniuses. One more round is never about the drink. It's about the feeling that the night isn't finished yet, that there's something else that's supposed to happen, some moment you're still waiting for that'll make the whole evening make sense. Spoiler, that moment doesn't exist. But you won't figure that out until you're eating cereal at 4 a.m. trying to remember why you have someone else's jacket. It starts innocently. You're out with friends, could be a birthday, could be Friday, could be Tuesday, and someone said the word drinks in the group chat and that was enough. You've had 3 beers, maybe 4. You're in the sweet spot. Loose enough to laugh at anything, sober enough to still operate a credit card. The vibe is good. Everyone's talking over each other. Someone's telling a story that's 70% longer than it needs to be. You check your phone. It's 11:30. You've got work tomorrow, but it's not early work. You could stay another hour. One more drink. Pace yourself. Leave by 12:30. Home by 1. Asleep by 1:30. 6.5 hours of sleep. That's doable. You're an adult. You've got this under control. Then someone orders a round of shots. You didn't ask for this. Nobody asked for this. But the shots arrive anyway because someone at the table has decided that the energy's dipping and we need to bring it back up. Shots don't bring energy back up. Shots are a start gun for chaos. But you take yours because refusing a shot makes you the person who's leaving soon and you're not ready to be that person yet. You toast to something generic. Friendship. The weekend. The fact that we're all here. You throw it back. It tastes like regret mixed with cinnamon. Your face does the thing. Everyone's face does the thing. Someone laughs and says we should do another one. You say no. You mean maybe. They order another one. Now it's 12:15. You've had 5 drinks and 2 shots. The math that made sense 45 minutes ago has evaporated. You're not going home at 12:30. You're not even thinking about going home. You're thinking about how good you feel right now. How everyone here is your favourite person. How this night has a momentum that feels rare and you don't want to be the one who kills it. Someone suggests moving to another bar. You agree immediately. You don't even ask where. You're in. The second bar is louder, darker, more crowded. You have to yell to be heard. You lose track of who's buying rounds. Drinks just appear in your hand. You're not even sure what you're drinking anymore. Something with vodka. Something sweet. It doesn't matter. You're not drinking for taste. You're drinking because stopping feels like admitting the night is over and the night is not over. The night is just getting started. Someone pulls you onto the dance floor. You don't dance. You're dancing. The music is too loud to think. That's perfect. Thinking is what you came here to avoid. One of your friends is gone. You're not sure when they left. You ask someone. They shrug. Probably went home. Smart. Responsible. Boring. You're not boring. You're still here. You're committed. Another round appears. You don't remember ordering it, but you're holding it so you drink it. The bartender looks at you the way bartenders look at people who are about to become a problem. You're not a problem. You're fine. You're great. You tell him you're great. He nods and walks away. It's 1:45. You check your phone. 3 missed texts from the friend who left. 1 from your roommate asking if you're alive. You reply with a thumbs up emoji. Typing is hard. Your thumb misses the keyboard twice. You're definitely not leaving at 12:30. That version of the night is gone. That version of you is gone. You're committed now. You're seeing this through. Someone says the bar is closing soon. Someone else knows a place that's open until 3. You don't hesitate. You're going. And that's when you make the choice. Not the choice to have one more round. You made that choice an hour ago. This is the choice to ignore the part of your brain that's screaming at you to stop. The part that knows exactly how this ends. You silence it. You order another drink. You toast to nothing. You drink it fast because time is running out and you've got to make the most of what's left. The night isn't building towards something anymore, it's collapsing. But you can't see that yet. You're at the 3rd bar now. You don't remember the walkover. You remember being outside, then being inside. The in-between got deleted. There's a gap in the recording and your brain just shrugged and kept going. This place is smaller, dirtier, the kind of bar that doesn't check EDs because it doesn't care. The floor is sticky. The bathroom door doesn't lock. There's writing on the walls that's either profound or insane depending on your blood alcohol content. Right now it seems profound. You're sitting in a booth that smells like spilled beer and bad decisions. Your friend is talking. You're nodding. You have no idea what they're saying. The words are arriving, but your brain stopped processing them 20 minutes ago. You're just watching their mouth move and waiting for your turn to talk. Except when your turn comes, you forget what you were going to say halfway through the sentence. You laugh. They laugh. Nobody knows why. Your phone says 2:30. You left your apartment 6 hours ago. 6 hours. You were supposed to be home 4 hours ago. That timeline feels like it belongs to a different person. Someone responsible. Someone who makes plans and keeps them. That's not you anymore. That person dissolved somewhere between the second shot and the third bar. You order another drink. The bartender asks if you're sure. You say yes, but your voice comes out too loud. He pours it anyway. It arrives and you stare at it for a second because you're not even thirsty. You're not drinking because you want to. You're drinking because stopping means confronting what you've done to yourself tonight, and you're not ready for that. Someone's phone dies. Someone else loses their jacket. The group is smaller now. You started with 6 people. You're down to 3. The others evaporated into the night. Went home. Got food. Made choices. You didn't. You're still here. Still committed. Still pretending this is fun. Except it stopped being fun an hour ago. You're not laughing anymore. You're just existing in a loud room with people you suddenly don't want to be around. The music is annoying. The lights are too bright. Your stomach feels like it's trying to escape through your throat. But leaving now means admitting you stayed too long, so you stay longer. The conversation turns weird. Someone's talking about their ex. Someone else is crying. You're not sure why. You try to help, but your words come out wrong. Backward. You sound like a motivational poster written by someone having a stroke. They thank you anyway. You feel helpful. You're not helpful. You're drunk. 2:55. The bar is emptying. The bartender is stacking chairs. The lights come on. Full fluorescent brightness. Everyone looks terrible. You look terrible. The person across from you has makeup smudged down their face. Your shirt has a stain you don't remember getting. Someone's shoe is untied. Nobody's having fun anymore. You're all just refusing to let the night end because ending it means going home alone to a quiet apartment where you'll have to sit with yourself. You pay your tab. The number makes you blink. You spent how much? You don't even remember half of what you ordered. Your card declines. You try another one. It goes through. You tip 15% because you can't do math anymore, and 15 is a number you remember. Outside, the air hits you like a slap. Cold. Sobering. Not sobering enough. You stand on the sidewalk trying to remember where you are. Your friend is calling an Uber. You should call an Uber. You're looking at your phone, but the screen won't cooperate. The letters are moving. You type your address 3 times, delete it twice. Autocorrect is your enemy. Someone suggests food. Yes, food. That's smart. You need food. There's a 24-hour diner 2 blocks away. You start walking. The sidewalk is uneven. You're uneven. Your friend grabs your arm. You're fine. You're not fine. You're walking like someone trying to prove they're not drunk, which is exactly what drunk people do. The diner is bright and filled with people in the same condition. Everyone here made the same choices you did tonight. You sit in a booth. The menu has pictures. You point at one. The waitress doesn't smile. She's seen this before. She brings water. You drink all of it immediately. Your body is screaming for hydration, but you ignored it for 6 hours. You order eggs, pancakes, something with cheese. When it arrives, you take 3 bites and realize you're not hungry. You're nauseous. The food sits there. You push it around the plate. Your friend is eating. You watch them. Time moves strangely. 5 minutes feels like 30. Your phone says 3:40. You have to work tomorrow. Today. You have to work in 6 hours. You don't go home. Not yet. You sit in that booth and watch the sunrise happen without your permission. The sky goes from black to grey to that sick orange colour that means morning is here whether you're ready or not. You're not ready. Your friend fell asleep against the window. The waitress refilled your water twice without asking. She knows. Everyone in here knows. This is the room where the night goes to die. 4:30. Your phone is at 8%. You never brought a charger. Why would you? You were only going out for a few drinks. That was 9 hours ago. 9 hours. You try to add up what you spent. The bar tab, the Uber here, the food you didn't eat, somewhere north of $120. For what? For this? For sitting in a diner watching strangers chew eggs while your head throbs and your stomach threatens secession? You think about texting someone, apologizing for something. You're not sure what. The text sits in your drafts, half-written, unsent. Your brain can't finish thoughts anymore. Everything starts and stops. buffering. Your friend wakes up. They look at you. You look at them. No words. What's left to say? Let's go. You split the bill. The math takes too long. You leave a 10 on the table and hope it's enough. Outside, the city is waking up. Delivery trucks, early commuters, people starting their day while you're ending your night. You feel like you're moving backward through time. Everyone else is going forward. You're the only one still stuck in yesterday. The Uber arrives. You get in. The driver says nothing. Good. You don't want to talk. Your friend gives their address first. They get dropped off. You ride the last 6 blocks alone. The driver is playing music, soft, instrumental. It feels like a funeral. You're home. The apartment is exactly how you left it. Lights off, quiet, empty. The silence is so loud it hurts. You kick off your shoes. They land somewhere. You don't care. You're supposed to shower, supposed to drink water, supposed to take ibuprofen and eat toast and do all the things that responsible adults do when they've poisoned themselves for fun. You do none of it. You fall onto your bed fully clothed. The room spins, not the fun kind, the kind that means you made a mistake. You close your eyes. That makes it worse. You open them. The ceiling is there, still waiting. Your alarm is set for 8. 3 hours from now, you should cancel your morning, call in sick. Tell them you have food poisoning. That's technically not a lie. You poisoned yourself with food and alcohol and bad decisions, but you don't call. You just lie there. The room gets brighter. The sun is coming through the window. Rude. Aggressive. You didn't give it permission. You think about last night, the parts you remember, the laughs, the conversations, that moment at 10 when everything felt good. That version of the night already feels like it happened to someone else, a different person who had energy and hope and didn't know what the next 6 hours would cost. Was it worth it? You ask yourself that every time. The answer is always the same. You don't know. Maybe. Probably not. But you'll do it again, next weekend, next month. Whenever someone texts the group chat and suggests drinks, you'll say yes because saying no means staying home, and staying home means admitting you're the kind of person who stays home. So you'll go, you'll drink, you'll laugh, you'll spend money you don't have on a night you won't remember to impress people you don't like, and you'll end up here, again, in this same bed, at this same hour, asking this same question. Your phone dies. The screen goes black. You don't charge it. What's the point? Who's going to text you at 5 in the morning? You pull the blanket over your head. It smells like the bar. Cigarettes and spilled beer and regret. You should wash it. You won't. You close your eyes. Sleep doesn't come. It never does. Not like this. You just lie there in that space between awake and unconscious, waiting for the alarm, waiting for the headache, waiting for the day to start so you can get through it and do this all over again. Because that's what this is. A cycle. A loop. The same night wearing different dates. You're not going out to have fun. You're going out to avoid the quiet. And the quiet always wins. It's always waiting. Right here. In this room. In this bed. In the space between your thoughts where the truth lives. The truth that says you're lonely. And no amount of noise will fix that. You knew how this would end before you ordered the first drink. You always know. That's the part nobody talks about. One more round was never going to be one more round. It was always going to be 4 more rounds and a diner at dawn and 3 hours of sleep that feels like punishment. But you'll forget this part. You always do. You'll remember the laughs, the good hour, the moment before it turned, and next time someone says one more round, you'll say yes, because the alternative is going home to the quiet, and you're not ready for that yet.